Carlos Nelson with Cascade Sports, and today we have the head men's coach and one of his assistant coaches at KCK Community College. Also, they've brought along two of their young student athletes. How you doing, Coach?
Great. How you doing? How's your day?
All right. Who you got with you today?
We got returning sophomore forward Jermaine Yarbough. We got our freshman guard Ezekiel Lyons, and then also have my assistant with me, Brady Morningstar.
All right. So we're going right in on you, Jermaine. Tell our audience a little bit about yourself, and off camera I talk to you about, tell your story from the time you was in kindergarten to the time that where you're at now, and give the props to some of the coaches that coached you. Hey, Coach Morningstar, you need to flip your camera so that your picture's just like ours. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
I started off playing when I was younger, like 2.5, 3. You know, I had a lot of fun. I started off playing football a lot more. Coming up, I had this coach. His name was Vernon Jackson. He helped me get through my earlier days, and then I had moved on. Then I went to high school at Grandview High School, back-to-back state champion, and I also did a little bit of track.
You smile with that, huh? Yeah. You smiling with that.
Yeah. Back-to-back.
And who was the coach? Who helped?
Oh, yeah, the coach is Reggie Morris at Grandview High.
I thought so.
Yeah,
all right.
That's my coach. Yeah, he helped me a lot.
What position do you play?
I play a forward. I can really do it all, though. I do everything. Whatever coach needs me to do.
Oh, yeah. I'm going in on you now. On a 1 to 10, what's your handles like?
I give my handles a 8.
Hey, Coach?
They got a lot better.
No, you done, Coach?
Yeah.
8's pushing it.
This is what his handles look like right here. You're shaky.
Oh, Morningstar, like it. You're shaky, baby. All right. Yeah, that's right. That's why we have the coaches on the program, because you guys will be like, I'm the go-to man.
He let me handle it. He let me bring it up to court.
All right, hold up. You got
to, on
a 1 to 10, you got a crossover?
I think my crossover pretty decent.
No,
my freshman
year
year
I didn't ask you about decent. We work with numbers here. Like, you know, they have the stat sheet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on a 1 to 10, where's your crossover?
Good day. My crossover a 9. I can get by people when I need to.
Hey, Morningstar, you seen this man's crossover?
My crossover. I can get by people with my crossover.
All right. What is your favorite spot on the floor?
Favorite spot got to be the elbow. I like the elbow jumper a lot. Yeah. I like to get to my spot.
What would you consider your game, rough and ready or silky smooth?
Silky smooth. I got that silky smooth game.
You got that silk?
Yep.
Give me your physical measurements and weight and size.
Okay, so I'm 6'7", about 200 pounds. My wingspan is like 6'11". Standing reach like 8'9".
Are you in the weight room right now?
No, we're not really in the weight room as much as I would like to be.
No, I'm talking about you personally. I'm not talking about what the coach doing. The ones that really exceed in the sport is what they doing when everybody else is asleep.
Right. Yeah, I got to find a gym. I got to start getting in the weight room.
All right. Tell me this. Give me what you played last year.
Yes, sir.
Run your season, your personal season down, and then I want you to run the team season down.
Personally,
hold up. And I want to know whether you exceeded your expectations or not. And I want to know what was your high point and what was your low point in the season.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.
I think I did pretty good, but I wish I would have did better. I wasn't really there mentally. I had a lot going on. I started off pretty rough, and I finished off. It was mediocre, but in the middle, I feel like that was my time. I was getting a lot of buckets and just making the right plays, growing, learning.
What mental? If you want to elaborate on that, because in our interviews, we try to I say speak truth to power, and you speaking truth to the athletes, because there's athletes that are coming after you that just like your young freshman here, that you're going through something that they might go through, and they can hear your story and say, "Oh, I'm not the Lone Ranger in this." What mental blocks were you having that kind of threw you off?
I lost a few family members that was very close to me. I got into a couple wrecks. I messed up my wrist, so I was just down. I had to find my way, and my coaches helped me a lot.
They helped settle you down in your personal life as well as your athletic life?
Yeah, they was there to comfort me as much as they could, because it's about the team. It's not only about me, but they did as much as they could when they could do it.
All right. What personal goals have you set for your season this year?
To just work harder, boost my numbers, but just to work harder, show coaches that.
You say your numbers. Give me an example. What are you looking to score per game? What are you looking to steals per game? And I haven't even got in on you on that defense. Go.
Right. I'm looking to get my numbers from 15 to 20, rebounds, 10. Just play hard every game. Get my steals up there too, to at least 2 a game. I got to get in the passing lanes more.
All right. On a 1 to 10, where do you see your defense?
Our defense last year, it was. I had to guard different positions, so I'll say it was about a 6 or 7. But I know I can do way better than that. I'm shooting for a 10.
Has Coach illuminated what he's looking to get from you this year?
Yeah, he want me to be able to guard the best players and be able to switch 1 through 5 and be able to guard the quick guards and the big bigs and just be a threat out there on defense, not only offense.
Are you in the frame of mind to deal with that?
Yeah, I'm there now mentally, so yeah, I think I can exceed my goals.
All right. Now, with Cascade Sports being home of the student athlete, how important is that education?
My education is very important. I need that to be able to go to the next level and to also be successful later on in life as well.
Who's been a mentor to you in your personal life?
My mother has been a big part.
What's her name? My audience don't know her. We shout out.
My mother, Latrice Yarbough.
All right, shout out from the baby boy. And
my uncle Derek.
Derek who?
My uncle Derek Hood. Sorry.
Derek Hood.
Yeah.
That's not the Derek Hood that used to play world type class basketball, is it?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. All right.
Yeah, that's the one.
You got a little pedigree with you. All right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, it was a pleasure having you on. And now, hey, Coach, who you want me to go in on? Your assistant coach or your freshman?
Let's go to Brady and leave the freshman for last.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Coach, you and me on the same page. I was hoping you wouldn't say go in on the freshman. Hey, Morningstar. All right, you should know what the drill is. Start running down that career.
How you guys doing? Thanks for having us on. Brady Morningstar here from Lawrence, Kansas. Graduated high school in 2005 at Free State, and then I went to prep school for a year, did a post-grad year. And then
I went to prep school. What prep school you go to?
New Hampton Prep School. It's in the Northeast in New Hampshire.
All right, I'm from New York, so I know all about them prep schools up and down the East Coast.
It's in the Knapsack League, so it's a pretty good league with Brewster and Bridgeton and St. Andrews and St. Michael's.
What did you play ball?
Yeah.
What position? Tell our people.
I was just a combo guard, basically, 1 through 3.
What's your physical?
I'm 6'3", 185, solid rock.
Solid rock. In high school, what was you playing? Was you playing rough and ready, or was you playing silky smooth?
No, I was above the rim, silky smooth.
Smooth. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Okay, and then I was lucky enough to get a scholarship offer to play at Kansas University for Coach Self, and I redshirted my sophomore year. Didn't play my freshman year.
Hold on a minute. I want you to talk about that red shirt and give some of our athletes what that experience is like. How anxious was you to start playing, and how difficult was it for you to be redshirting? And like I said, I was the athlete. All athletes want to be on the scene. How difficult was that?
You know, it was a business decision, is what it was, because my freshman year I didn't play much, and we ended up losing to UCLA in the Elite Eight. And a lot of guys that we thought were going to turn pro did not turn pro, and they came back. And so it was probably going to be pretty much the same rotation, same team. And Coach brought it up to me that it might be smart to not really waste a year. And so, yeah.
How did you feel with that conversation? Hey, Coach Burgette. Also, I'm going to jump in on you because you have to have difficult conversations with your players.
Correct.
Hey, Coach Morningstar, how did that go so that players will understand?
I think he was awesome. He was looking out for my best interest and the team's best interest. And that's what coaches are there for.
What was your feelings? That's what I'm saying.
No, it was great. You know, I was actually excited because I got another year to learn how to play college basketball at a high level and guard guys at a high level and know how to move the ball and be efficient at a high level. And so it helped me out in the long run. At the time being, was I frustrated? No, not really. But did I want to play? Yes. But was I ready to play? No. So that was a decision that was made.
But you understood that, right?
Yeah, for sure. You got to have an open mind.
All right. Both you coaches, how do you see Coach Burgette when you giving a kid news like that they're up, they thinking they're going to start or be sixth man and they're on the bench, or for whatever reason it's bad news?
You know, at our level, it's a tough decision because the decision can be based on many levels. You deal with some guys that may come back from injury. You deal with guys that may have great situations. You have guys that you have multiple in position wise to where you got to make a decision that who's ready right now, who needs some time to develop, and what's best interest for us to succeed in the long run. You know, some guys at our level, you don't really know they're going to redshirt until maybe middle of the year, just because they are not in the rotation. You thought they were good enough coming in, but they need some time to get better and understand, kind of like Coach Brady said, where, you know, it gave them some time to really adjust. And some guys might need that. You know, as hard as it is to tell them, and I know they have an expectation, but in the long run, it kind of works out because it gives you an extra year to kind of understand and develop.
Hey, Coach Morningstar, go ahead. I'm sorry for the interruptions, but I be wanting to get the whole, give our audience a big picture of athletics from the inside view.
Yeah, don't ever be sorry. So I after my redshirt year, I was again now a redshirt sophomore after 2008 when we were lucky enough to win the NCAA championship and all those guys turned pro. And so returning guys, we were a lot of young boys, sophomores, freshmen, some juniors, and that was about it. And, you know, for the next 3 years, I was, you know, lucky enough to play alongside some really good players and be coached by some really good coaches and win a lot of games. And, you know, the older you get, the more understanding you are with how to be coached and how to play basketball and how to play team basketball whenever you need to, and how to get the ball to guys when they need the ball when they're running a fever in a game. So I think my years at Kansas really helped me out deciding how I wanted to coach if I ever did, and, you know, what I needed to know about the game of basketball at a high level to influence people that are coming up under me and stuff like that. So I learned a ton at Kansas, and it was priceless, just from the practices and listening to Coach Manning and Coach Shelf, like really rip into the details of and the nuances of offenses and, skill work and stuff like that.
You brought all that to KCK.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to be around some really good coaches, and Coach Burgette being one of them. He's been a winner his whole time. He's been a player and a coach. So I learned something from everywhere I go, whether it's my prep school, whether it's, Kansas, whether it's playing in the G League or over in Europe for a couple of years.
So what are you looking for this upcoming season? Sorry for cutting you off, but.
No, you're good. I'm looking for consistency. I think consistency is key. I think you got to be selfless. You got to have communication, and you got to be tough, mentally and physically. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road, and whether that's outside the court or in the court, but at the same time, you got to learn a way to fight through it.
Do you see the players buying into you coach's philosophy and strategy?
Excuse me, I didn't hear your first part. I'm sorry.
Do you find that the players at this point are buying into your coaching staff philosophy and the strategy that you plan to pursue in the upcoming season?
Yes, for sure. Definitely this year so far. Last year, first semester was tough because everyone was new to each other, new coaches, players that we didn't necessarily recruit all of, and button heads is part of the process when there's new faces around, especially a program. So I think second semester we took off because they realized what we wanted out of our players and our people playing in rotation, meaningful minutes, and what we expected from them. And
all right, give me because I'm gonna wind this up with you. Give me a prediction of where you're going to finish in the league this season so that I can have that on record. Thank you.
I don't like to give any billboard material, but I definitely think we're one of the better teams returning in the league. And, we're not afraid to go out there and compete with anybody any night at any given level. And I think we proved that last year.
Excellent. We're going to wish you the best. Hey, Coach.
Thank you.
What we getting ready to do? We getting ready to get in your freshman's mind and see what he's talking about?
Yeah, Mr. Ezekiel.
Hey, Ezekiel. Now, don't tell me you don't know what the program is when I say get down with the program. Get down with the program. Let's hear it.
Yes, sir. So I grew up in a house full of women. I had 3 sisters that I grew up with, my mom, my stepdad as well, in a small town outside of Burlington, Kansas. And I grew up there up until my freshman year. I played my basketball season my freshman year there at a really small school.
What position you play?
Combo, any 1 or 2.
Give our audience what your measurements are.
I'm 6 foot, 180 pounds.
Combo guard. All right.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I played my freshman year at that really small school. It was called Southern Coffee County. It's tiny, and I just was not enjoying myself at all.
Well, how coach find you if it's so tiny?
Like I'm talking the same 8 to 9 kids in my grade for the first 8 years, and then my dad lived in Parsons, Kansas. He was on the basketball staff there at Parsons High. So I moved down there and played my sophomore, junior, senior year, went to state all 3 years.
Now I see how coach could find you a needle in the haystack.
Yeah. I don't think we lost more than five games a year, maybe, all 3 years. And then the people who really helped me as a basketball player, I would say, I've had countless coaches, but I would say nobody really helped me more than my mom, my dad, and my stepdad.
And who
yeah, my bad. Angela Langton.
Yeah, all right. I thought you knew the program.
Yeah, Angela Langton's my mom, Jason Langton's my stepdad, and Eric Lyons is my dad.
Shout out from the baby boy. All right, so you there at KCK. Now let's go through your skill set. On a 1 to 10, what's your ball handling looking like?
My ball handling?
Yeah. What? You think I said your candy cane?
I'm not a super flashy guy, but ain't nobody coming up and taking it from me. So I would say.
Oh boy, Coach, he rolling like that?
Yeah, he's probably spot on.
Spot on. All right.
Yeah.
I leave the flashiness to other people, but I just solid with it.
As you silky smooth or rough and ready? With being a combo guard, the hell with that rough and ready. Will you go hard in the paint?
I mean, I think you need a little bit of both in your game. I try to be more rough and ready on the defensive side for sure, but my offensive game also has a lot of finesse to it. So
tell me this: do you crash the boards?
That was a weakness in high school, but 3 weeks into this program already, and that's a huge emphasis. So
all right, I know. Hold it. That's why, because I watched the games and some of them timid guards, all they want to do is stay out and get at the top of the key and get passes and dribble around when they need to be crashing the board, might pick up some garbage that will help the team. So that's in the program. Coaches are emphasizing that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big weakness coming in, and 3 weeks in already, it's a huge emphasis. So I'd say.
How you feel about getting up close with them big men?
It's fun, honestly. In high school, I was one of the bigger people that I played against, and we didn't really have any size like I go against in practice every day. So it's fun.
You on some type of training table?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you on some type of training table? Get some weight on you.
A lot of at-home workouts, just push-ups and sit-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the calorie intake.
No.
Or are you on Baby Ruth and donuts?
No, I love to cook, so I make meals. I make meals almost every day.
All right.
Hey, training table's old school now. Kids don't know what that is these days.
They don't know what that is, Coach?
No, they think it's going to get treatment. No, the training table where you got the buffet in there. Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. What are your expectations for this year, Jermaine?
Jermaine or me?
I'm at the. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I don't know. I as a team, my expectations.
No, you. We interviewing you.
Individually.
Coach got the team under control.
Yeah, individually. I don't know. I think the best part about being a freshman is I get to come in with no expectations. I just get to pave my own way and try to do what's best for me.
You haven't set no goals for yourself?
Got
no ego?
No. No ego.
Man.
But I definitely just want to come in, play as much as I can, and shoot the ball well. I'm a three-point shooter, so stroke it from outside. That's probably my biggest goal.
On a 1 to 10, where's your long-range shot?
I would say 8.
Coaches?
In high school, it was an 8. I haven't seen him shoot in college yet. You know, it's a little bit different because you got guys like Jermaine run at you. But then again, if you're a shot maker, you're a shot maker. Just don't be a shot taker, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, Coach, what you got to say
about
his long-range ability?
I think every kid coming out of high school got some work to do because they don't realize that the speed of the game is faster. You play harder. You got to have a lot of stamina, and you got to be able to shoot long range now because guys are shooting deeper. So I think with time, it will get better. We just got to put in the work to be consistent.
What I want to know from you also, Ezekiel, you say that you don't really have an ego. Do you think you have on a 1 to 10 a chance to start with the lineup with the teammates that you have?
I mean, I would say I have just as good of a shot at my position as anybody else. I'm definitely in the running, I feel like, but I'm not gonna say I've claimed it already or nothing. It's really early.
Could you? How about 6-man position?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
You
that.
can see that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, coaches, can y'all consider him as a 6-man?
Yeah, we consider him as a 6-man.
Morningstar?
He can be whatever he's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's a little early to tell, but he could be the 3rd man, 4th man, 6th man, 9th man. As long as you show up and work consistently every single day, you're gonna choose your own path. And he's done that so far, so he needs to just keep it up.
All right, Ezekiel, are you a student of the game?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jermaine, are you a student of the game?
Yes, sir.
Don't play with me.
No, I am. I like learning.
I'm saying, do you watch film?
Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff.
You watching film?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Coach, what you say about their ability to be students of the game 1 to 10 on each one of them? That you know about?
As I know about, we haven't watched much film together as a unit yet, just because we haven't had the capabilities. With COVID and not being able to use our locker room right now, it's just been tough to be able to watch film with our guys.
Well, I'm talking
even
more than when I talk about student of the game. I'm talking about after they leave your program at the end of the day, and I'm not talking about totally leave. Are they looking
after practice?
Yeah, are they looking at the history of basketball? Are they getting on looking at YouTube and pros and college and having a sense of the floor and all of that? When I say student of the game, it's more like them guys that they talk about, like Kobe or Mike Tyson, that knew their trade.
I think all of our guys are great at that. I just question. Are you looking at it at the right motive? Well, why are you watching him? Why are you watching that? What can you take from that piece of knowledge that you're learning and put it to your everyday walk, your spiritual walk? Just anything. I think guys are good at that. I just question: is it the right? Are you listening and learning for the right reason?
Hey, Coach, you got anything to say about that, Morningstar?
Yeah, you know what? Being young and being in college, was I going home to my room every day watching film? No, not consistently. But I think the older you get, the more you understand that it is an important piece of becoming a better basketball player and a basketball coach at our level. So I do think they go home and watch. But again, like Coach B said, what's their motive when they're going to watch? Are they going to watch what movie did so they can try it next day in practice, or are they going to watch spacing on the floor so they understand where to be when the ball's at, where it's at? So there's a bunch of different ways you can watch it, defensively and offensively.
All right, since you're talking, because we're getting ready to wrap this up, what closing words would you have to Morningstar to say to our audience and to our athletes and prospective recruits?
I think hard work is undefeated. I think consistency is key. And I think being a great person is head over heels the best thing you could be. Lights just went out. Hold on, let me stand up. It's all good. Well, I shot the lights out, so
that's all right.
I just think being a great person and being respectful to everyone is how it starts out, and then the rest will follow. If you're a good person, good things will happen to you, but you got to work hard and you got to have consistency in life for sure.
Excellent. Jermaine, what's your closing parting words for a young freshman like Ezekiel, and to your fans, and to the overall sports viewership?
To Ezekiel, and not only him, but our other freshmen and younger players, I think they should just have a positive attitude all the time and just always be ready to listen and learn. You got to realize you don't know everything. And if you got to find it out the hard way, I'm here to tell you now, you don't know everything. Just be ready to learn.
Excellent. Ezekiel, what's your parting words?
I'm just excited to be a freshman and take it all in and learn from the best people that I've ever been around in basketball. So I'm just excited for the journey.
Excellent. Hey, Coach, what would you have on parting?
Right now we're trying to be big on our guys about, just mental toughness. I think mental toughness has been a battle for a lot of players that don't understand the mental aspect of basketball. A lot of guys want to be in position for great things, but you got to have, the preparation. You got to have the mindset. You got to have the work ethic. You got to, have a vision going in every day that you're going to attack the day. I think once you cover those things and you come in with your hard hat ready to work every day, you put yourself in good position to succeed.
Excellent, Coach. You know what I like? The last part of your statement. You put yourself in good position. It's not necessarily that you're going to succeed, but at least you in position. If the opportunity's there, you're right on it. So,
Right.
As we say in closing, when you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. And we're adding this, Cascade Sports, we go hard in the paint.
This program is brought to you by Computerized Auto Search.